Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Steven's Sausage Roll for what might end up being kind of a slightly shorter episode than normal, because it is my birthday, sort of. And I'm going to bail on y'all when Amabel gets here so that we can celebrate my birthday. So, sorry, not that sorry, but I wanted y'all to see. Look at that! Look at what a nice job we're doing. Take that, slot 3, 11 sausages, pathetic. Okay. Let's try to find some puzzles we haven't looked at yet before we go back into anything that I have looked at and have merely failed in an embarrassing way at. Yeah, because there's for sure stuff yet to see. It's so weird to have to back up to the ladder and then do the turnaround and... These sausages are already living on the cold horizon. So, obviously, there's a ladder down onto that grill, which suggests that we are to drop a sausage down there so that we can actually, get down there. But, like, if I did drop a sausage, would it be is that a useful thing to do? If we say, took this vertically aligned sausage and moved it to here and then pushed it over so it's sitting here, we climb down onto it and then we press left until it, what? And we could roll it all the way over, I suppose? But, like, I have to get this other sausage into a position where I can cook it too. And how are we... So we have one of those famous L-shaped grills down there. How would I ever disengage from this top sausage? From this vertical sausage? If we did the thing that it looks like I'm supposed to do. All right, let me just try it. Let me just get out here and... So something like this, and then you walk this thing over to where we can push it down onto the grill in the position we want. Right, like the obvious value of doing it like this is that it allows us to... Oh, I cannot roll the sausage. There we go, unless my fork is facing this way. So now I can slide this. This is... For some reason, I was reading this platform as being the same height as our starting platform, but it's not, which makes this, like, obviously the correct move. Oh, no. I can't get back off the sausage if I do that. Shoot. Look at that. For a brief shining moment, it felt like I knew what I was doing. Nope, that's the wrong way. There we go. No, wait, I have to... How the fuck do I disengage? So, you have to put this thing down in a way where it doesn't cook at all. Because you then have to cook it as you're going over to the ladder to escape. Okay, what if it's like this? What if it's like this? Because obviously, like, part of the problem here is that I need this to be on the same level that I'm on in order for me to be able to step over onto it. So what if we stack it on top of that sausage? There we go. Right? That's something. So we step onto this. There we go. There's a level of foresight involved in that I would never have been able to perform. I did, in fact, need to just get in there and try it and see where it broke. That's a very tall stack of sausages right there. Wait, this is Cold Gate? Wasn't the other one Cold Gate? So, okay, we have a couple of grills. Oh, this is problematic. I can't spin my fork. Huh. It's never going to be possible to traverse this, is it? Not even from the other side. What a strange little... Right, because obviously we can't go up with the fork facing right. At the top, we can't turn the fork around. And if we were to try to come across from the top with the fork to the right, there isn't... Yeah, there's no way to... Well, that's a very curious little area, then. I'm not sure... Okay. One thing we can do is that, right? So we can get the sausages adjacent to that platform. I can also get up here and like move them over slightly. So when I get the sausages adjacent to that platform, they're... No, what does that do? That doesn't do anything. Because they're definitely not going to be accessible from up there. Gosh, even the very basics of navigating this one are kind of a mystery to me. Okay, if we separate out one sausage, which we can do by... It is non-trivial. Like we have to like push the stack onto here and then, yeah, there we go. If we separate out one sausage, we can roll it over to here, which allows me to step onto this side of the puzzle. Just watching the climb animation. It's a thing of beauty. Does the ladder on this side... It does, okay, it does go all the way down. Huh. What am I supposed to... Okay. What about if at this step I just do this? We just push this to the side, then roll the sausages. And that way I have the sausages to work with when I'm up here. If I press right now, what I'm expecting to happen is that the top sausage will roll off. Oh gosh. I've been deforkified. Well, okay. I mean, there's some interesting stuff. That's interesting because, in theory, this would allow me to... shoot. Press the wrong buttons all the time and die for no reason. In theory, this would allow me to walk across the bridge there. I didn't realize that could happen. I was going to say, I think this top sausage is going to roll off and I don't know what's going to happen to us because we can't cleanly fall through. But the answer is I'm going to lose my fork. Fork lost. Oh no. Okay, well, let's assume that losing the fork is a bad thing for the moment. Because of the damage that it does to my ability to manipulate the stack of sausages. No, I don't really have a plan. Once I'm up here, all I really know about the situation is that it seems like this was built for us to do this. Yeah, we can roll the stack over to the right. Or we can roll it to the left and cook the bottom of that sausage. But doing either of those things, cook the other half of the bottom sausage. Doing either of those things makes us no longer able to transit here. And I don't... I really do not know how to proceed from here. It seems like you want to get... It seems like you want to get the sausages moved further left, right? We want to use the grill that we're on right now, the grill that the sausages are resting on right now, to cook that bottom sausage, and then we want to move everything else over the raised platform onto the larger grill where there's a lot more room to cook stuff. However, I don't see how we would do that. So maybe that's not right. Because, like, if we... The biggest problem is that as soon as we move the sausages to the left, I lose the ability to move between the sides of this thing. It's not a big problem. Well... If I were to... I'm wondering if it's kind of the same thing as the first grill, where we have to move the stack of sausages halfway off of the bottom sausage and roll it. But that's not really a thing we can do here. Right? In order for me to... If we could get the stack of sausages over to the left one tile, while we are on this side of the break, then... No, I need to be up on the raised platform, which I can't get up there. The lesser raised platform. But I can't get up there without using the stack of sausages to get me up there. So... Darn it. There we go. It's just very unintuitive to me. Right, so if we could be right here, and the sausages were all stacked on top of that one, we could do this to press them down one space, and then this thing, and roll them all forward, and eventually get them onto this grill. But if they were rolled off to the side like that, such that they were overhanging like this, there's no way for us to get them back fully onto the grill anyway, so that cannot be the thing. Gosh. Also, I wasn't really thinking about this until just now, but I bet it's impossible to leave the puzzle without your fork. Like, I bet at the end of this, I'm going to have to stand in that shape, and that shape is a 1x2 that has the fork in it, so... It probably doesn't involve dropping the fork, unless it does involve picking the fork up again afterward. There's not going to be any solution that contains anything like this, because as soon as I've done this, I'm now trapped forever. Right? Yeah, I can prod that over, but that's really all I can do. I'm wondering if this part is even right. Getting this up here. It seems like the only way really to interact with this part of the puzzle, to interact with this raised platform and the grill here and everything. But I have no idea what you would do from this point. Yeah, even just rolling the top sausage off of here makes a retransit impossible, so we can't push the stack of sausages from the other side. Once we've crossed over, there's no way to manipulate the stack of sausages leftward. And, like, figuring out a way to run back around wouldn't matter anyway, because we can't get back onto this platform because that sausage is already fully cooked and also out of the way. Yeah, I don't know. That one seems seems a little bit like it's impossible, and I suspect it's probably not. I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that it probably isn't. But what even in the entire hell are you supposed to be doing? Oh. One at a time there. Steven gets a little excited. Oh wait, sorry. I need to be up here and walking it. All right, this part seems pretty solid, right? This is the only way. Yeah, this is the only way for us to get out of this little starting area. I just cannot figure out what I am supposed to do once I'm through. There's no way for me to get back around, and there could never be a way for me to get back around. The only transit option is the ladder. Gosh. So once I've rolled this top sausage off, we're stuck on the left side with no way to influence the sausages to move left, except for the one sausage that we are sitting on top of. That one we can influence. We can dismount onto the level 2 platform, but we can't do anything from the level 2 platform except get back on the sausage that we got off to get onto it. I guess it is technically true that a thing we can do from that platform is push the big stack of sausages to the right. If we stand in that top right tile and try to rotate the fork right before it fails, it'll do that push. But that doesn't seem useful. It would allow me to stand on a slightly larger number of tiles in total. Because if we push the top of the sausage stack off of the one that's currently on the grill, then we can stand on the one that's currently on the grill. But once the sausages are all left aligned like that, I can't do anything with them again anyway. Like, I need to be able to fly or something. This is the core problem. All right, let me try something. Actually, I guess I can't try this because I can't get back to the ladder. I was gonna say, I was curious whether I would walk across the top of the fork in a situation like this, or if stepping onto it would cause us to pick it back up and then descend onto the sausage. But yeah, there's no way for me to ever get down from here. Also, I suppose it is worth noting that once we have rolled this sausage like this, there's no way to finish cooking it either. Yeah, this one seems super impossible. Which is weird, because we know it can't be. But I just don't... Alright, we'll abandon that one for now then. We'll come back to it some other time when it feels less impossible. God, it is such a calamity even to move around in this area. Can I get to that puzzle? I don't think I can, right? Actually, I can't really move around in this area very easily. Even though the roof is long gone, the pillars still seem to retain purpose. What a curious thing to say. Cold frustration. Everything here is cold. It's a very cold place. So there's just the 3 grill squares, huh? So there's going to have to be some amount of stabbing on this one, because we have to adjust the positions of the sausages without rolling them. Now, this sausage can only be... I guess this sausage doesn't have to be stabbed. I guess is the thing that's worth noting. Let me actually see something. Does this push? Okay, it does. So, once we have this sausage on the ground... Problem. Yeah, I can't actually get up this ladder. I would be able to with a stabbed sausage. If we say... put this here. Oh, interesting. You can't descend that with the sausage, even though that is absolutely a descendable position. Like, it wouldn't cause any kind of clipping or anything for us to walk down there. It's just, you must always go sideways on a ladder. I'm just messing around at this point. I'm not really accomplishing anything. But look at how much sausage we've cooked. So yeah, how am I going to access the other part of this? I suppose if I pushed a sausage up into this corner, which I should not do because it would become irretrievable. But I suppose if I figured out a way to cook a sausage and then push it up into the corner here next to the ladder, like in these 2 tiles, then I'd be able to climb the ladder, step over onto here, turn the fork upward, step forward, and get to this ladder. Is that the only way for us to get to that ladder? Yeah, because we have to ascend to here with the fork either facing right or left, and then the only way to advance to the corner tile would be to turn the fork downward, except that pressing that would cause us to climb down the ladder. So, yes, it seems like this would be the only way that we could possibly climb this ladder. Doesn't make things any easier, though, because I really don't see how we would do that. It's easy enough to put an uncooked sausage there. The problem is that an uncooked sausage placed in that position will become unrecoverable. Yeah, see, now we can get over here, but this sausage is lost to time. So in order to use a sausage as a platform like that, I need to either be able to retrieve it in some way, or it has to already be cooked. It does not really look like there's a way for me to cook anything and then get it back over here, though. Okay, one thing that's worth considering is that we can like put one of these vertically aligned sausages onto the grill, then roll that top sausage onto it, and then step off onto the horizontally aligned sausage because it will be at height 2 then. And then we could roll it to a place where, like, for example, I really want to slide this down. I have to do this. Okay, there we go. So push this to here. And then I want to actually push it through. Oh, I can't I can't do the manipulation I was going to do here. Well, I can. I just have to start it in a different location. Okay, so if we do this, then I can roll this across. Oh, this thing's actually, it's not tall enough. Ah, okay. So we're doing a lot of interesting work in the field of losing my fork. Okay, you can pick it back up by moving into the side that you normally hold it from. Sadly, there is now no way to get back to a place where I can do anything interesting. Well, no, that's not true. I can come up here. That's exactly what I was going for, obviously. So if I were to drop my fork in a way that I could leave it unrecovered, I'd be able to push this sausage to some useful places, and then I'd be able to walk back. Without the fork, we can traverse that corner, that raised corner. But if I don't have my fork, like where do I have to figure out a way to leave it? Is the question. Obviously, it can't be... It's going to end up being on that raised platform over there, the tier 2 platform. Assuming that the ground level, the one we're on now, is tier 0, of course. Because I am a programmer at heart, and so I always zero index. If we leave it up there, it can't be in front of either of the ladders, is part of the trick. Because I need to be able to pass through there. But if we could do that, so that I could pick the fork back up after coming through the corner, then I think I could actually do this, because that like post on the other side gives us a place to pull stabbed sausages off of our fork. So I think we could do the rest of the puzzle over there. Is there a way to use the tools we have here to drop my fork on the rightmost square? Well, it wouldn't even help. It would have to be the case that I dropped it on the rightmost square of that raised platform. But also the back of the fork has to be facing left, because otherwise I can't retrieve it without just pushing it off into the ocean. Yeah, that's that's a challenge for sure. There's no way for me to stack sausages high enough to be able to drop it, to be able to pull a version of this where I leave the fork on top of a sausage and then roll it back into the open somewhere. Right? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. I think this puzzle and maybe also the previous one with the really tall tower of sausages are puzzles that are about dropping the fork. Maybe. If they are, though, I have no idea how to process them. Okay, is there anything else going on over here? It would actually not be trivial to get to it if there was. Oh, that's the puzzle. The puzzle that's to our right is the one with the weird tree. So that's the thing we've seen already. All right, let's get back over there. Let's head back toward where we came in and see if we can't make something of some of these puzzles on second glance. All right, that one we did okay at. If we pushed both of these sausages like this over to here, then I could roll this one down like this. Hold on, is this actually a good solution? Now I have to get like all of them back over to the, oh shoot, right, that doesn't work. Once I have transferred these one way, I can't go back the other way. Well, all right, let me... Nope, this isn't going to work because there's no way for me to get back off of these sausages once I've gotten onto them. I thought for a second there I was really onto something, but I can't obviously press left now. Or rather, pressing left does not do the thing I needed to do. Yeah, because if I could just, honestly, at this point, if I could just get off of the sausages, if I could get onto the platform with the ladder at a time when the ladder was accessible, then it's over. Then I win. But I cannot, in fact. I can get onto it, but only from this position. And obviously I cannot dismount in this position. So into the ocean with the lot of us. The fork can stay here. I did it. Yeah, how do I manage this problem? Once you get on to sausages. Once you get on a sausage, there's simply no way to to fix that problem. Yeah, and there's definitely no way for us to affect that the top sausage without riding the sausages across. So, unless there's something I haven't figured out about sausages that are halfway on top of solid land, but it sure seems like they don't respond to anything rolling over or rolling under the open half. And in any case, if I were to roll one of these sausages actually underneath that one, I would never be able to retrieve it without stepping onto it anyway, right? So, what if... Is there a way that I can... Is there a way we can do a version of this where we don't roll this thing off of the top just yet? I guess the question is, like, what would be the point? So we can deposit it pretty much anywhere. Oh, I have a thought. If I... Let me... No, I can't. I was gonna say, if we could manipulate the top sausage around in such a way that I could drop it... Yeah, there really is. I don't know what I was thinking. But if we could manipulate this top sausage around in such a way that it ended up in those two squares, then this would be backstopped in both directions, and we would be able to just walk along the top of it. And we could even free this thing by stabbing it, pulling it down here, freeing it from the fork, and then just pushing it across. But the issue is that there is no way... I would have to be able to get to this position to do the fork turn that would get this thing moving this way. Yeah. No, you just can't. All right. We can do it this way, though. There we go. That lets me dismount, and then I think from this position, I can actually rescue all these, right? Like if we go... It is so difficult to just move the fucking... Okay, everything's fine. This is good and normal. This is how sausages have always worked. Just line these up like this. There we go. That's a solution. And we can even get back out of the puzzle, which sometimes proves itself to be a little bit of a challenge. Well, there you go. That's 2 puzzles solved in a single episode. I don't know how you could possibly want any more than that. And like I said, that thing happened. So that's where I'm going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're probably going to have to tackle this fork dropping issue. Honestly, it gives me a little bit of a headache to have any more elements already. I don't know how I'm going to get through the rest of the game. I have no idea what percentage of the way in we are, but if it's anything less than 90, I fear I might be terribly, horribly doomed. Anyway, come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.